Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel on Full Blast Awesome. My name's Charlie, and today I'm going to go ahead and go over our Deckstimate Pro system. This is the CRM plus automation deck builders are raving about. So this is going to be for serious builders ready to scale. And as it says right here, welcome back, all that good stuff. If you've already checked out our free Deckstimate tool, you already know how much time it saves. It's saving you at least 10 hours a week and doing quotes and estimates and stuff like that. Now, what if I told you there's a pro version that doesn't just create estimates, but it manages your leads, automates follow-ups, and keeps your pipeline organized so you can close jobs faster than ever? So the problem with doing it all manually in like spreadsheets or any other tools that you're using out there is that leads coming in from different platforms like text or calls or Facebook or Instagram, stuff like that, they're basically like getting scattered, and it's basically saves you a lot of time to put everything in one spot instead of having them in 50 different spots in there. The estimates aren't always followed up on quickly. You forget to ask for reviews because you get busy and stuff like that too. There's no clear view of your jobs in progress, so you're just like, well, what do we need to do for John's job over there? Like, you always question that stuff and it stresses you out. There's too much time wasted on admin stuff and stuff instead of building the decks. So it's easy to get buried in busy work, and that means a lot of lost jobs and a lot of lost revenue. So what Deckstimate Pro actually is it's a next level after the free tool. It combines instant estimates with built-in CRM. You get full automation suite designed for deck builders in specific. This is somebody that's actually built decks before. Built decks with my dad for many years. And we did that together, and I was always wishing we had these kind of tools, is what I'll tell you. But anyways, it's easy setup and done for you onboarding. Me and my team do this for you. The Pro version doesn't just speed up estimates, it streamlines the entire sales process. So Pro features that changes the game. You get a CRM dashboard which gets every lead in one place. You can link up all your lead sources. You can do your ads there. You can go ahead and do stuff like linking your Angie's list or your Home Pro service, stuff like that. You can get all your leads in one spot, one dashboard to follow up on emails, texts, phone calls, everything. It's all automated on there. You can go ahead and just reply back to your texts and emails and stuff. We can do reminders automatically so that you never miss the customer inquiries and stuff like that. And it sends you notifications and stuff like that too, so you can go ahead and just always be on top of the game. You get smart pipelines and you can track where every job is. That's from lead to signed contract and for the build status, all the way down to finishing things and sending out review requests and stuff. You can automatically ask for reviews after jobs in any source. We got stuff on there for like Facebook or Google or like Angie's List. You got any type of stuff that you want to build reviews in basically, because you basically want to get as many reviews as possible to make you look awesome. Now you get weekly reports. We got a full dashboard in here that I'm going to show you in just a minute to track revenue, leads, conversion rates, all that good stuff. This is all mobile friendly. You can do it in your pocket on your phone. You can manage everything in one spot so that you don't have to worry about this. It works on phone, it works on tablet, it works on desktop computer, all that good stuff. Imagine you have evenings free again, no more scrambling to send quotes or follow up, just kind of like you got everything right in the box basically. So success in the field on here. There's a builder in Michigan that just last week added about 50K new revenue in his inbox in 60 days using Pro. And so he started using this, and he's just like, well, hey, like this thing saved me so much time, and I was able to do all my follow-up stuff that I need to do usually manually. He's like, I did it all automated. And people are so happy. They gave him raving reviews, all that good stuff. Automated follow-ups always convert leads that they don't have time to chase. And so there's always times that you're building or you're with family or something's going on basically, and you don't have time to go ahead and do all this stuff as much as you'd like to. And so basically this thing with the automation is going to go ahead and do that stuff for you so that you can spend time on other things that matter. Now booking jobs, we book 2 to 3 weeks faster with this tool than before because sometimes you have to go back and forth with the customer and stuff. This thing sends a drip campaign basically that's like, hey, we want to do this, so we'll go ahead and schedule the on-site so that we can go ahead and take a look at the job site, all that stuff. It schedules build days, like stuff like that. You can go ahead and follow up with them so you always know where they're at. You can do this just so much faster. This is the difference between chasing work and having work chase you. You're going to need a bigger crew with this thing. Now, investment and plans. Let me do this real quick. I'm just going to go over to fullblastawesome.com. Here's where you find all this stuff, and you can learn about it. I'm going to show you the app in action today as well. So, you want basically over to our Full Blast Awesome website. You go over here, you click Explore Pro. We have a different version on here for the branded one that just gives you our Deckstimate tool for estimating as well. But today we're talking about Pro. So this is your all-in-one estimating system, which is CRM, automations engine. You save hours every week. You reply faster than competitors. You close more jobs with professional PDFs, pipelines, reminders, reviews, all that good stuff. This is built by deck builders for deck builders. You can come over to our site. You can get a free demo. We just basically hook up with you on Zoom real quick. And we go ahead and talk shop. We go ahead and we talk about how this is going to work for your business, all that stuff. And in the meantime, you can try the free tool if you want. We got 3 different package levels. You can come in here. There's a month to month on here. This doesn't have any type of contract. You can cancel anytime if you want to just try this out. This is $1,800 plus 15 one-time setup on there. And this gives you everything for the Pro version. If you want to save some money, we recommend starting here to the 6-month program because this actually gives you a discount, 5% discount for starters. This is just our way of saying thanks for being with us because 6 months is really where you start to see a lot of these benefits kick in. This is $17.10 a month and the $1,500 one-time setup fee on there. And then you can go ahead and just basically use this for 6 months. And by the time you're done with 6 months, this thing's going to pay for itself 10 times over, I'll tell you. Now, you can also pay for an annual upfront thing on this. You can do $19,440 with a $1,500 one-time setup. We give you a 10% discount just as a saying thank you for locking in with us for the year and rocking for the year. And this right here, you know as well as I do as a deck builder, a $19,000 payment is basically one build for a lot of us out there, 20K builds and stuff like that. And so this again pays for itself, and you're saving money on this by making a smart choice by doing that up front and stuff. What you get in here is you get lightning estimates, you get live pipeline stuff, you get smart automations, you get booking calendar, you get reviews on autopilot, you can bring your team in, and you can scale. All this stuff, I'm not just going to talk about it and show you all this stuff on the website today, but I'm actually going to show you what it looks like in action. So, if I was to go ahead and go over to, let me just find my tab real quick. Let's go into app on this. Here's what the app looks like. So this is what you're going to see when you first come on board with Pro with us. Everything's going to be blank. There's not going to be any data and all that good stuff yet because this is what we give you when we set you up. So you can see all in here, you get your opportunity status stuff with all your pipelines right here. You're going to see all your different clients right here. You're going to see your opportunity values. You're going to see all your conversion rates and your dollar amount that you make right there. You can see in here everything comes in as new leads, estimate set, follow up, site visit scheduled, proposal sent, closed one, closed lost, all that good stuff in one. So you can keep track of your ROI stuff right here. Distribution on here that's in the Deckstimate pipeline. You can go ahead and do tasks. Some of our deck builders like to go ahead and put tasks in here like need to follow up with Mrs. Jones next week, whatever. You can see all that stuff right here on the dashboard. Manual actions, this is stuff that you actually have to go in and do, like calling back or sending a text or stuff like that if you want to go ahead and communicate directly with customers. Lead source report, like I say, you get stuff from like Google, you get stuff from Facebook, from Angie, from Home Builders Pro, all that kind of stuff. You can see all your lead sources right here, where they're coming from. Google Analytics, we hook you up with your Google on here as well so that you can see all your stuff right here, all your stats. Get a nice little neat report. It's going to be right here as well. You can see your Google Business Profile. It's going to show you all the views. It's going to show you on how many people are searching on desktop and mobile, on the map, where they're coming from, conversions, bookings, website visits, and calls, all that good stuff. We got a Facebook ad report in here. You got Google ad report, all your sales stuff down here. How long does it take you to close? Total sale value, velocity, all that good stuff in there. So that's all on the dashboard. Let me just go ahead and move this little thing over here. Okay, so all in one dashboard on there is one, but then conversations, this is where it really gets cool. Now, as a deck builder, I'm going to tell you my experience as being a deck builder. You're always like juggling phone calls, you're always juggling text messages, you're always juggling emails, like many different things that just stresses you out because you're like, oh man, I forgot to check the emails today or something like that. Life happens, you know. But we got an all-in-one inbox right here. We're basically in this, you're going to see all your conversations is what we call it. So conversations, this can be linked with your phone, this can be linked with your text messages, this can be linked with your emails, this can be linked with your Facebook, your Instagram, like whichever system that you're using. So that everything comes right in here. And you're going to see all your messages right on the left-hand side. You're going to be able to reply to them right here. It has a notes section. It has a thing where you can upload contracts. You can go ahead and upload the PDF from our deck estimating thing and Deckstimate as well. Like all sorts of cool stuff to store right here, all in one spot for your customers. Excuse me. Let me go over here to calendars. Then calendars, it's going to go ahead and have you set up on this. It has an admin calendar on there. You're going to be the admin when you set up on this. We'll set it up with your name, of course. You can go ahead and find deck calls, consultations right there. This is where you do your on-site stuff to go out on site, talk to your customers, all that good stuff. This can link up with your Google, your Yahoo, your Outlook, all that stuff to go ahead and make sure that it basically copies across in your calendar and stuff like that. And you can always have this in here because like we give you up to 5 different team members as well. Each team member can have a calendar. If you want more than 5, just talk to us. We'll make you a deal on that kind of thing as well. But you do all your calendars, all your booking right here. This is all automated too, where people can send an appointment request and they can go ahead and choose on your calendar and stuff. So you just get a little notification. You're like, cool. 10 a.m. tomorrow, I got to go see Mrs. Jones, and Mrs. Jones needs a quote and whatever. So like you can go do all that stuff right here in the calendars. Now contacts, we got a full CRM built into this as well. So if I go over here to contacts, I'm just going to do an overview because this thing's really super powerful. Right now it's got no records in here, but you can just go ahead and add a record by adding contact right up here. We can say Mrs. Jones. There we go. Test at Mrs. Jones deck.com. There you go. Phone number 1-734-555-7788, something like that. There you go. And Mrs. Jones is a new lead. Mrs. Jones is in time zone. She'd be in Eastern time zone for what we're doing today. So we come down here, find Eastern time. And DND is do not disturb, so we're not going to not do that because we're going to follow up with Mrs. Jones, all that good stuff. So you're going to see in here that it's going to pop into the customer. It's going to go ahead and show you all her information over here. It's going to show the communicator right here. And it's going to show them the notes and all that stuff right over here as well. I'm going to do some further tutorials on how to do this in the future as well. But for today, this is what it's going to be. Just take a moment to load up. There it is. Okay, so right over here, here's where you got all the contact information and stuff. You can put in as much information as you want about Mrs. Jones on here. You can tag so that you can follow up later, and you can be like deck or fence or cement or whatever you guys do. Right here in the middle, you can assign this to a team member, so we can assign this to the admin on here. That basically gives you all the notifications. You can put team members and your team on here. You can call Mrs. Jones right here as well. You can go ahead and do like SMS. You can add WhatsApp on here. WhatsApp is an additional service that we do if you guys use WhatsApp. Most of our deck builders don't use WhatsApp, but that's cool. You can do emails in this as well. You can get a phone number with this so that you can mask your actual phone number. And you can set business hours with this too. So basically like, let's say 10 o'clock at night, you're not getting disturbed while you're with your family. You're trying to get a couple hours of sleep before you go again. All that stuff. So like we recommend getting the phone number, which we just give you anyways. It's like $1.15 to add a phone number in here, something like that. You can do internal comments for your team so that you're like, Mrs. Jones needs an estimate or whatever and stuff. And that'll show up in yellow down here as well. Here's down here where you can insert different stuff. You can attach files, like you can attach the PDF from the Deckstimate builder. You can insert emojis. You can request payments. Like you can do a lot of different things in here. You can set tasks. You can go ahead and do notes. You can go ahead and do appointments. You can do documents. You can do payments. Or you can do different associations with other customers in your list in this. So CRM is pretty awesome. It's pretty powerful. A lot of this stuff would cost you like about $20K a year to go ahead and do just the CRM, and we give you all this other cool stuff in addition to the CRM on here. So I'm just going to go back to the CRM and just show you what it looks like with the contact now. If we wanted to easily find Mrs. Jones again, we could do a quick search in here. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do in here. We'll get into in different demos down the road as well. Opportunities, you go down here to opportunities as well. Here's where your pipeline lives. And so here's where you can see the different statuses of the jobs as they go through. This is loading up. My internet connection's a little bit slow today. So here's where the new lead would come in. Here's where estimate sent, follow up, site visit scheduled, proposal sent, closed won, closed lost. All that good stuff shows up on this. You can literally see when somebody comes in from a lead source to when the estimate was sent to them, to how your team is following up and stuff, to when site visits are scheduled, all that cool stuff. You can come in here and add opportunities to this manually, but I will tell you, every time that somebody comes in from a lead source in your contacts, it automatically goes to new lead with the automation that we turn on for you. And so the cool thing about this is it automates, so you don't have to sit here and be like, oh, okay, yeah, Mrs. Jones, oh, did I send the estimate? And move her over to this column and all that good stuff in there. You can also do payments in this. And so if you want to go ahead and collect all your payments, we link up with any type of payment system that you want. We recommend like Stripe or Square, like all that kind of stuff. There's many different payment gateways that you can get into. You can just click on payment gateways and get a list of all those. You can see all your invoices that are in draft statuses, due, received, overdue, all that good stuff. We've got many different ways to do this. You can set up subscriptions, like if you're selling like a monthly subscription service for any sort, like, hey, come clean my deck or whatever and stuff. That's just an added bonus. You can do payment links to people. You can see all your transactions. You can set up products that you sell. You can give coupons here. You can do many different things. So yeah, we got an AI agent thing in here as well. This is a separate fee, but normally we don't include that for the pro version on this. This is a separate thing altogether. Marketing stuff, you can come in here and you can do like all sorts of cool stuff with emails, and you can go ahead and do all your branding campaigns, stuff like that, send out like an email list, for example. If you want to do like a repeat customer kind of thing where you come back and like, hey, you stain my deck like every year or something like that, like spring cleaning kind of thing or whatever, you could do an email marketing campaign in here, for example. Automation stuff, this is where it gets really cool because this is where it saves you a lot of time in this. You can come in here to automations. We give you all these different automations from the get-go. So like appointment confirmations and reminders. We can do auto missed call text back. So like if you miss a call, this automatically shoots a quick text on there that says, hey, sorry we missed your call. It says your company name and all that good stuff. And thanks for calling. How can we help you kind of thing. Estimate lead capture rate here. Here's where it kicks into the pipeline, as I was mentioning. Lead nurtured has a little drip campaign on there that goes out and about and stuff. And it gets people warmed up to buy. Review requests is post project on there. It sends out to like get Google reviews, Facebook reviews, all that good stuff. This is a really powerful thing right here because this alone saves you so many hours in the week. I can't count how many hours I saved using this kind of stuff as a deck builder. We don't do any type of website stuff on here, but we do sites separately as well. We got a little media storage thing where you can upload different graphics. You can go ahead and store like photos, stuff like that right there. Reputation management, this is where the fun gets in on here as well, because if you look awesome online, people are going to buy from you a lot more. So it says, hey, Charlie, here's all your stuff to do onboarding with this. We can connect up the Google Business Profile. We can configure like an AI reviews thing in here. You can send a review request directly from this. If you want to do it manually as well, we have automation for that. You can set up a review link to do any type of review stuff that you want to do. You can create a review widget that you can post on your website, stuff like that, or on your socials. You can connect so many different platforms. Let me just show you real quick on here how many different platforms that we got. So we got all these integrations. So like you can come in here. The ones that would be important is we got like Angie's, for example. Let me just scroll down through here. We got Google, we got Facebook. You can do your Google Business Profile right here, which is kind of cool as well. If you don't see something in here, we can manually do it. Yelp is a really powerful one for us as builders. Yeah, there's many different ways to do this. Thumbtack is a big one on here. Yeah. So you can come in here, you can integrate all that stuff, and then you can send out an automated thing on there where basically people get a little text and an email that says, hey, leave a review, and they leave you a review. Simple as that. We've got a full reporting system in here as well. And so you can come in here and you can see all your stuff on like Google ads, on Facebook ads. You can see your call reports with the number that we give you on here, appointment reports, all that good stuff. You can see everything in one spot. If I move myself over just a little bit on here as well, here's where the mobile app comes in, here's where the support is as well. And then you can reach out to our parent company, Creative ID Co., if you have any real questions in this app and all that good stuff. So yeah, you get a phone number in this, so you can go ahead and basically like set your business hours, all that good stuff, and it can automate a lot of stuff for you as well. You can integrate your email with this. You can go ahead and integrate all your different systems. Let me just jump back over here real quick. Let me just go back here. So like I mentioned with the investment plans in this whole pro system, oh, I can't count how much this would cost because you'd need about 10 different systems to do what we do in one app basically in this. But it's $1,800 a month, month to month. You don't have any contract or stuff like that. You can cancel anytime. If you want to lock it in with a quick agreement with this on there, it's a 5% savings. You do $17.10 a month and you save, and that's when the campaign stuff really kicks in and it gives you a lot of return on investment on there and stuff. You can do the annual package, $19,440 a year up front. You save 10% by locking in with us on there. Serious builders see pros in an investment that pays for itself with just 1 or 2 jobs per month. You basically close that down and pay for it all. Now, why pro pays for itself? You save about 10 to 20 hours per week. You close jobs faster. Keep everything organized. You build a 5-star reputation automatically. You increase ROI without adding additional staff in your company as well. Any additional staff is going to cost you like 30 to 50K per person to add on to do a lot of this stuff, like this admin kind of stuff on there. Now, if you go ahead and do the math on there, even if you bought us out for like a year, as we mentioned on this, $19,440, that saves you like 20 to 30K easy on that, you know? So it's a no-brainer. It makes perfect sense in there. If you're interested in doing anything today with us on Pro, or if you just want to try out Deckstimate, which is our estimating tool, you can go ahead and go over to our website on fullblastawesome.com, and you can click on the Deckstimate free thing right there, and you can try it out for free. There's no strings attached on that whatsoever. You can explore Pro by going over to fullblastawesome.com as well. There's a Pro link right there on the main page. If you're ready to take control of your leads, your pipeline, and your time, book a demo with our team today. Let us show you how Deckstimate Pro can transform your business. Now, here's my little outro kick on this. Being we're on YouTube, all that good stuff, I'd appreciate it if you go out there and subscribe, like our videos, all that good stuff. Turn on notifications here on our channel so that we're going to be able to show more tips with you, case studies every week. We're going to have some interviews with deck builders, all that good stuff on here. We're going to have some how-to stuff, some tutorials, and more. This is all here to help you grow and scale your deck building business. So we appreciate you. Thanks so much for dropping by Full Blast Awesome. My name is Charlie. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.